Connor dropped. D'Cota Dixon.
The big moments don't scare him. The big moments don't faze him.
Broken up! It's broken up!
The struggles that D'Cota's went through, it really puts things into perspective for him.
I grew up in a little bit of a tough little situation.
D'Cota grew up in Miami, and his mother had mental illness issues, and D'Cota was removed from the home at 6½. 8 months later, he moved to New Smyrna with his father and I.
When I got to move with Beth and my dad, I felt rich. You know, we didn't have no rats in the house. It was a refrigerator, we had a sink, you could take a hot shower, things you take for granted.
D'Cota's father had issues with drugs, and it got very out of control at that point.
When my dad went to rehab, I was in like 5th grade.
I knew that I needed to leave, and that D'Cota said, well, I'm going with you, and his brother said, me too.
Blood didn't really make a difference. Beth, you know, she's just always been there. She's always been there. That's why I call her my guardian angel. She always been there. Even now, she always been there.
When we moved to Oak Hill adopted us all.
I've known D'Cota's family my entire life. I knew his dad. We're from the same hometown. Probably not 1,500 people live there. Just one of those places where when you drive by somebody, you wave. When you walk by, you speak. Just a very close-knit community. Well, when D'Cota first got here, he wasn't very trusting. He wouldn't say a lot. He was very much introverted in himself. You really didn't know a whole lot about him except the fact that he played with an aggression that most kids his age don't play with.
It was different, it was much smaller, but didn't make a difference to me. I was happy. I was around good people, I was around family.
D'Cota's father returned to his life when D'Cota was in 7th grade.
He was at every football game, every single game I had back then. Because before, he wasn't. But then he started coming, especially in 9th grade, like for high school. He was at every single game. He traveled wherever we had a game.
October of his freshman year in high school, he passed away. It was a really, really tough time for D'Cota.
I feel like he got snatched, like just out of the blue. I was very mad, very angry, and thought about quitting football for a minute. I had an attitude of not caring about nothing.
D'Cota had an anger problem out of this world due to everything that had happened.
I used to do like counseling and stuff like that with teachers in school, but it never did anything. But when I played football, it helped me a lot. I was able to be physical and kind of take out a lot of frustration and anger. It was good because you stayed focused. You never had time to get involved in the streets or nothing like that. It became a way of life for me.
D'Cota and his brother, they really loved football. And their older brother told me I was too hard on them. They were just children, let them play. And I'm like, you know, you don't understand. This is how they'll go to college. This will pay for that. And it did.
Barrett looking, throws middle of the field, intercepted, and then it's D'Cota Dixon who picked it off in the end zone for Wisconsin.
It very easily could have been a different path for him, and I think he just appreciates every single day the people that he's around and the situation he's in today.
I knew what he was looking for in the school. He wanted a coaching staff where he felt some kind of connection to, and D'Cota values relationships because of some of his experiences. And my advice to him was just to, you know, choose the place that you feel in your heart is the place where you want to be.
Come on, Diesel. Come on, Diesel.
It was just the people. I felt that I could see myself here after college, like after football.
Yeah, don't worry about that yet. Just focus on your next internship, but let's set it up well.
Yeah. I had a great opportunity this past summer with Dr. Irene. She's a sports psychologist here, and I had an internship with her. My plan is I want to get my master's in counseling psychology and then hopefully get a license in sports psychology. And I just want to help people, help student athletes.
He knows there's other people out there that probably are going to do the same thing. And I think that motivates him to say, hey, you might be going through a rough time right now, but it can be better. He wants to get back to those young people and show them that you can be successful.
I admire who he is. I admire that he is driven academically, coming through what he came through. He's a 22-year-old man that's got it figured out.